Welcome to the Mom Self-Care Podcast, your safe space to finally focus on YOU. I'm Twitty-Hawkins, your self-care coach for moms, praying wife, and mom of four. And I know that being a Christ-centered mom is such a beautiful calling, but it can be so draining. That's why it's important to make sure you are filling your own cup. On this podcast, we'll discuss practical, holistic self-care strategies to help nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Because a mama who fills her own cup pours that back into her family with true peace and joy. Tune in for honest conversations about motherhood and self-care because you matter too. Blessings, mamas, and welcome to the Mom Self-Care Podcast. I'm Twitty-Hawkins, your host, and today I want to talk to you guys about some lessons that I learned from the Michael Jackson movie. And I know y'all like, what this got to do with self-care? Well, remember, self-care is holistic. It's not just spa days and bubble baths. It is everything. It is your mental, your physical, your purpose in this world. So I wanted to talk about this. Now, we just went and saw it this past weekend. I wanted to see it on the opening weekend, but my kids were sick, all of them. I don't know what's going around, y'all, but it's something. They missed school and everything. I'm like, what's going on? But they were like, Mama, please don't go without us. So I'm like, okay. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm an 80s baby. So I grew up with Michael Jackson. When I found out he had a biopic coming out, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go see it. And then when I found out his nephew was doing it, I was like, what? Now I really got to go see this thing. So let me tell y'all, when the movie first started, tears started to come down my eyes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I started thinking again. I went back in time. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's gone, even though it's been a long time. And the movie was really good. I was in there singing. I was in there dancing, having a good time reminiscing, but also being sad because of some things that happened. Like, for instance, Joe Jackson, the king, I call him the king gaslighter. I'm like, can't stand him. But that goes into my first point. One thing that this reminded me of is just how proud I was of Michael when he split from his dad, when he was like, this is it. Like, from the Victory Tour, he was like, this is our last tour. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm stepping out and doing things on my own. And I know that took a lot because Joe Jackson had a strong hold on those boys. He had a hold on them, like in the movie, for those who have seen it. You know, he was talking about the boy was going to feel his belt and he grown. Catherine was like, no, you're not doing that. He is grown. So I know that it was hard, even because some people are like, well, you're grown. You're supposed to be able to just overcome that or tell your daddy no. And for those who have been in those type of situations, you know, it's not that easy. It's not that easy to say, I'm going to believe in myself enough. Even though I have been brought up, I have been trained to have the mindset of this man is in control. Or if it's your mom, this woman is in control. She knows the best for me. And if I don't do what she says, then there's going to be severe consequences that I'm scared to deal with, even as an adult. That's why I say self-care is so important in dealing with your issues that you had in the past, because it will carry on into adulthood. It has for me. So I was so proud of him when he pulled away. He was like, I'm not doing this no more. I need my own. I'm going to do my own by myself without my dad. I don't need him no more. I'm not scared of him anymore. And he may have still been scared of him, but he still stepped out and did it. And I was watching this guy on TikTok, and he talked about a lesson that he learned was to be confident. And he was kind of talking about the same thing. And he said, because a lack of confidence will put you in rooms that God never assigned you to. And I was like, oh, that's good. I was like, that is good. I had to make note of that for myself. I'm like, oh, that is so good. I need to remember that. Because when he said yes to the Pepsi commercial, which he didn't want to do, then we know what happened, which was so unfortunate and affected him for the rest of his life. If you don't know what happened, I'm going to encourage you to go look it up, Michael Jackson and the Pepsi commercial. And another moment that hit me and I was like, yes, was when Catherine said, let your light shine. I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Because y'all know, let your light shine before men. And it's important for us putting it practically. When you take care of yourself, when you're filling your cup, when you do the things that you need to do, deal with your past traumas, your emotions, your frustrations, then you're able to let your light shine. You're able to be full of joy. You're able to pour from abundance. You're able to really do the things that you love to do and give that same energy to your family, to your friends, to your community, letting your light shine. So when she said that to Michael, you know, talking about get up on that stage, do your thing. We have our own stages to get on. It just may look a little different. But in order to do that, we need to pour into ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to spend time with God. We need to give him our burdens and stop holding on to them. So when she said that, let your light shine, I was like, come on, mama. You know, we mamas, like, come on, mama. Tell your son the right thing. That's what I'm talking about. And another thing I loved, I had heard about this and saw pictures on the internet before I saw the movie, is him writing down affirmations. And I'm like, what? Like the greatest entertainer in the world, he wrote affirmations and said them before he performed his songs, before he recorded his songs in the studio. I was like, oh my gosh. And some of you guys know I wrote a book, Self-Care Affirmations for Moms. And if you want to grab one, I'll put it down in the description. But I was like, oh my gosh, it just reminds me to speak life over myself. I tell you guys to do it, but it reminds me to do it as well, to say positive things. It even encouraged me. I took some of the ones that I saw online and went to my good friend chat and was like, align these with my purpose. And when it gave me the ones that align with my purpose, I was like, wow, like the vision for my business, for helping moms, for speaking, for coaching, it was so much bigger. My vision became so much bigger when I saw those affirmations. I was like, oh my gosh, do I dare dream this, think this about myself? And then I'm like, well, Michael Jackson did. And look what he accomplished in life. It reminded me to continue speaking affirmations. And it also inspired me to think bigger, to dream bigger, to speak bigger over my life and believe more for myself and believe more for God and how I'm going to help moms all over the world. So I loved seeing his affirmations and then him speaking them. I was just like, wow. Because of course I'm looking at Jafar, but in my mind, I'm imagining this is Michael Jackson speaking these words over himself. I was just like, ugh. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know how somebody you looked up to and they've accomplished all these great things in life and you realize, hey, they do these things that maybe you do as well. It's like, it makes it so much more human. That's why I say we have to be vulnerable and transparent with our kids. So they know, hey, mommy's speaking affirmations. I have affirmations up on my wall over there. So they know mommy's speaking affirmations. I should do the same. It's okay. Mommy doubts herself sometimes. She's human. That's okay. It's okay for me to doubt myself. So I thought that was super awesome, y'all. I was like, I'm telling you, even before I saw the movie, when they were like, these are pictures of Michael's affirmations, I was like, oh my gosh. So I love it. And then last but not least was his impact and continues to be his impact on this world. I'm big on TikTok, if you guys did not know. So if you're on TikTok, come and follow me at CIC Inspire Me. But I've seen on videos of kids, doing Michael Jackson, and this was before the movie came out, of them saying, people are like, when people say he has fans that aren't even born yet or weren't even born yet when he passed. This is what it looks like. He passed in 2009? There's 4 and 5-year-olds. There's 10-year-olds who are up here. They are super Michael Jackson fans. They're doing his choreography. They're learning the words to his songs, and his songs like heal the world. They don't care about us. Why is they don't care about us still so relevant? That's sad. It's sad, but it just shows his effect on the world. Somebody showed little kids that just learned, I guess their parents just told them maybe after they saw the movie or before that Michael Jackson passed, they're crying. That's his effect on the world. And when he was here, he went and visited kids in the cancer centers. He donated so much money. He did so much for other people, so much for other people. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that's what I want to do, to be honest. I do feel like my purpose is to help moms all over the world embrace self-care, heal the woman within, but also I want to be able to bless other people who don't have the funds. I want to be able to say, hey, donate that to them. Get her that. On TikTok, for those who are on TikTok, or people like, I can't think of the names right now, unfortunately, but where they go up to people and they're like, hey, here's $100. Or maybe they don't give the money, but they ask people on TikTok to donate. And then one lady got a couple of months rent paid for because her and her daughter was staying on the street. That stuff touches me so much. I'm about to tear up now. That's what I want to be able to do for people. And that's what he did for people all the time. So not just his music, he had such a sweet heart and he helped people. He visited people. He gave to people. He gave so much of himself to us. And so many people say, we did not deserve Michael for the way that he was treated by the media. And then following that from people. Because we know the media can be so manipulative. But that man was in chronic pain for the rest of his life following the Pepsi commercial. And he still gave so much to us. And I want to be able to give to others just like he does. When I'm not even thinking about Michael Jackson, I think about I want to be able to give. Y'all know how Oprah used to do. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. I'm laughing, but when I used to watch that, I used to be like, I want to be able to do that for people. Because I know what it's like to live from paycheck to paycheck, to wonder and pray, God, let us be able to pay these bills. Let us be able to get gas money. I know what that's like. And then even the intangible stuff. I know what it's like to feel like, oh my gosh, I can't deal with this anymore. God, help me. I need help. I know what that's like. And that's why I want to, and I do pour into moms so much. Let me get down off my off my soapbox. But yes, his impact on the world, it was just so much. And it was so beautiful and it was so impactful. And we can do that in our own ways. Like I said before, his mom encouraged him to get on the stage and shine his light. We have our own ways we can get on our own stage and volunteer and help others. And we know with Mother's Day coming up, they better be recognizing us, okay? And you too, you better recognize yourself too. Like I said, self-care, don't wait for nobody else to do it. Do it for yourself. So recognize yourself too. Recognize your greatness. Recognize how you can inspire not just the people in your home, but the world with your gifts, with your personality, with what God has for you. And I can keep going, y'all, because the movie was good. Like I said, it reminded me of a lot of stuff, but unfortunately, a lot of stuff was left out. But if it wasn't, then the movie would have been like, I don't know how long. But we do know that there will be a part 2. So I'm excited about that. That'll probably be out in a couple of years. But for those who have not seen it, and you're like, what happened? They left out a bunch of stuff. If you have not seen it, go check out The Jacksons: An American Dream. For those who have seen it, I think it's a 5-part series, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a lot, but it's really good. It is really good. And it shows, of course, a lot more because it's longer and it has more parts. So again, that's The Jacksons: An American Dream. And so good, y'all. So good. I might go back and watch it, but I don't know. Because y'all, for those who've seen it, the Joe Jackson in this movie, yes, he was tough. But baby, the Joe Jackson in that, he was not playing. They both did really good, to be honest. They really did. But like I said, that one's longer, it's more in depth. So of course you're going to see more. And I totally forgot to say it at the beginning of the episode because I was so excited to talk about this movie and some of my takeaways. But come back, get your pen, take notes. Take notes of my takeaways and how you can apply them to your life. Because like I said, we all have our own stages. There's different ways that we all can pour into others and pour into ourselves. Then when you think about it, because I'm often trying to give you guys ways to make something consistent. And a great way of doing that is connecting it to something. So if I love Michael Jackson, or maybe it's somebody else, and you apply these same things to them, if they apply. But then when you start to think of them, you're like, oh, I need to be doing this. I need to be letting my light shine. I need to be more confident in who I am. I need to speak those affirmations. It's great if you have something, a memory, a story, a person to tie that to. So that's another reason I wanted to share this with you guys. So you're like, hey, I remember Cherry talked about Michael Jackson and that's what he wanted to do. And that's what he did, or that's what Cherry did. So get that pen out. And I have my purple pen this time. Somebody in the comments on YouTube was like, I had my black pen. They was like, hey, where's that purple pen? I got my purple pen. So save this episode. Like I said, come back and listen to it. Take notes and start applying one thing to your life. Like I normally say, maybe try for 1 week up to 3 weeks, and then try something new. Add something else from the list on. If this episode blessed you like it blessed me, make sure you share it with the mom you love, leave a review, and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, take care. God bless y'all. I'm silly. Thanks so much for joining me for the Mom Self-Care Podcast. I hope you feel inspired to make yourself a priority too. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Share this podcast with another mama you love and leave a review. Also, feel free to let me know what you would like to hear about in future episodes by visiting me on Instagram at CIC Inspire Me. Until next time, take some time to take care of YOU because you matter too.